Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in butterfly. So if you can bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Feel free to slide your feet further away from your hips if you feel like you're tipping backwards, or you could even sit on something. But close your eyes. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. Allow your shoulders to fall from your ears. Relaxing through your jaw. Relaxing through your forehead. And you might stay sitting nice and tall or taking a tip forwards. So allowing your chest to fall towards your feet, towards the ground in front of you without any effort from you, pulling yourself down in any way. And then with an inhale, if you are folding forwards, start to come back up so that you're sitting nice and tall. If you're able to keep your legs like this, we're going to move our arms a little bit, but if you'd rather cross your legs in a different way, you can do that. We're going to start to turn our chest towards the left side a little bit though, so your hands might move on the floor in front of you, behind you. Push into your fingertips to lengthen through your spine. And then your left hand, it might start to lift and rest on your low back. Maybe it can slide towards your right hip. Your right hand might touch your feet, just for a little extra support. Keeping your spine long, but with your left hand behind you, maybe on the low back or that outer right hip, you might feel your shoulder, your arm, if it feels right to add a tip forwards, but keeping your chest open towards the left side, you could add that in. Resist pulling on your feet to drop your chest down a little further. And then use an inhale to lift if you did tip forwards a bit. Start to turn your chest to face the front. Let your left hand come out from behind you. Take a shoulder roll if you need. Stay in your butterfly if you're there. If you're crossing your legs, cross your legs the other way. Start to turn your chest towards the right. Push your hands into the mats or the ground or your legs, lengthening through the spine. Then maybe your right hand can find your low back or the outside of the left hip. Maybe you find your shoulder. And then you might stay sitting tall or take a little tip forward. Just see how it feels as you try to keep your chest open towards the right side. Nicely done. You guys use an inhale to gently lift back up, taking your hand back in front. At a shoulder roll if you'd like, and then we can start to bring our knees all the way together. Give them a squeeze, a hug, maybe even a rock side to side. And then we're going to be sending our right leg out long. We can keep our left leg bent. Your foot can find your inner thigh. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine again. With the exhale, you can fold forwards. Be pointing your toes up, feeling the length of the back of the right leg. And then I'm just going to give you a few options to move your left foot, your left leg a little bit. Or you can stay here, your foot on your inner thigh. But if you do want to come on up for a moment, you could take your left foot and rest on top of your quad. So we're going to keep our right leg long, straight. Flex your left foot, flex your right foot too. You might feel some pressure on your quad from your foot, nice little massage, but check in with your knees, both of them. Make sure that they are happy. You may lift and lengthen through your spine and stay here. You might tip forwards again. Keep flexing the feet. Keep checking in on your knees. Make sure they are happy. Maybe feeling a little extra love through your left leg. And then use an inhale to lift back up. You can keep your left foot where it is, or you might move it towards your right hip crease. Kind of let your foot be on an angle now, like half lotus, to get an extra ankle stretch this time. Check in with your knees. And inhale to lengthen through your spine and stay here, or tip forwards. Keep pointing your right toes up. Nice work, you guys. Use an inhale to lift wherever you happen to be with that left leg. Start to lift your upper body, sending that leg out long next to the right one. Give your legs a little shake if you'd like, and that ankle too if you were feeling some love there. But we'll be switching sides, so your left leg can go out long or stay out long. Your right foot can start on your inner thigh. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, folding forwards if you'd like to fold forwards, pointing your toes up, flexing your foot a little bit. And maybe you will stay here for one long forward fold, or if you are going to play around with that right leg this time, you can take your foot on top of your quad. Just be mindful that this side might feel a whole lot different than the other side. Maybe your quad is more sensitive, maybe your knees are, or vice versa. But inhale to lengthen, stay sitting tall. Maybe tipping forwards a little bit. My left quad, oh, I love that feeling. It's so much more sensitive than my right one with my foot on top. Some days that sensation is bearable, and some days it's really intense. Nicely done, you guys. Use an inhale to lift back up. If you're going to move your foot again, or stay as you are, but maybe that half lotus ankle stretch this time, kind of letting your ankle slide down your inner thigh a little bit. Check in with your knees, both of them. Make sure that they are happy with where you are. Inhale to reset and lengthen your spine. Maybe tipping forwards, maybe not. And using an inhale when you're ready to lift up again. You can send your right leg out next to the left one. Give your legs a shake, or maybe the ankles need one. But we can cross our ankles and come all the way over into tabletop, onto our hands and knees. Once you get there, it might be a little easier to shake the ankles a little bit more. But we're going to be reaching our arms up, out, and up in front. So spread your fingertips, push into your palms a little, send your hips nice and high. Start to melt your chest and your forehead down. Feel the shoulders, your arms, your back. We're going to use an inhale to lift the chest up a little bit. See if you can slide forwards onto your forearms, all the way onto your tummy. Maybe you end up in Sphinx. Maybe you've got to move your elbows under your shoulders a little bit more. Spread your fingers. Take an inhale to drop your shoulders from your ears. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Kind of send your hips down into your mat. Feel the love through your low back, up your spine. Stay here for an inhale, and then as you exhale, relax completely. Lower your chest, rest your forehead. Maybe take a gentle rock of the hips side to side. And we're going to stay on our tummies, but bend the left leg. See if you can catch your foot with your left hand. And just hugging your heel towards your glutes. Maybe this is a shoulder opener for you if you are holding onto the inside of your foot. You might feel the chest, the shoulder. You might feel more of your quad if you're focusing on hugging your heel towards your glutes. Or just something weird to try if you are holding your foot, and maybe if you're holding the inside of your foot. We're going to try and roll over onto our left side and continue to hold onto our foot. So it's just an option if you want to try something weird today, to slowly roll onto your left side. It actually might be a little bit easier than you think, or maybe not. But you can move your right leg too, so that you can keep kind of rolling. And then you can slowly start to come back. A little weird, I know, but kind of nice at the same time. If you're holding your foot still, let it go. Take a second, maybe stack your palms, there's your forehead, a little rock of the hips even. And reaching back for your right foot this time. Maybe you hold your foot and you hug your heel towards your glutes. Maybe you try to hold the inner edge of your foot to get into your shoulder a little bit more. Whatever works best. And if you did want to try, if you want to get a little weird today, why not? Try and roll onto your right side. Push into your left hand, slowly roll. Move your left leg so you can keep rolling. And then you can start your journey back if you went for the roll. Letting your foot go once you're on your tummy again. Stack your palms. Rest your forehead. Maybe take a gentle rock of the hips side to side. Awesome, you guys. We're just going to roll all the way over and onto our backs. Once you get there, you might hug your knees in towards your chest or keep your feet planted. You might add a gentle rock of your knees side to side. And then eventually finding your way into Shavasana. Whatever that is going to look like for you today. Maybe you'll make a diamond shape with your legs. Find a comfy place to spend a few more moments. staying here for as long as you have time for. And then enjoying the rest of your day. Thank you for being here, for practicing with me. And until next time, namaste.